Yo, 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 yo. So, y'all know what it is with me, man. You gonna always get the complete truth from me and the facts as usual. And like I said, when you're dealing with all these people who are in these little fake positions within these companies, it's always the same deal. All of them are jelly. And when they meet me, I'm a big guy, right? And I'm strong as hell. And I look built like an ox. And they can tell by talking to me how intelligent I am and that I could literally run their company better than them. And that's exactly what this is all over again. So we couldn't make it through one day of work, and people expect what? Me to just be quiet about it? Like, nah, y'all want to mention these people and say whatever, and nah, bro. Clearly that dude is another jelly one, right? And what you have to understand, that's a landscaping business, bro. I plan to build my own landscaping business. Like that's the thing. I already in one time, because I've already done jobs like that a million times. I already figured out I could build my whole own business doing that. So now I'm gonna put those videos out. We couldn't get through one day of work, right, without this Sean guy sitting there being jelly. That's reality, and that's what happened, right? And we couldn't get through one day of work talking about, oh, it's not a good fit. What? That doesn't even make sense. Not a good fit. What? I'm gonna put the videos out and show y'all how I'm doing all the work on these jobs, and I know exactly why that is because the basically, the ringers that he sent over there who are from here, that's what they do. They go badmouth you behind your back and talk fake nonsense and make up stories and act like you're not working, right? Like when meanwhile, them folks came in and messed up the whole job because they came in and did what they wanted to do instead of listening to what he was asking. And that's why like I said, I don't deal with folks like this. People who say one thing and do another. I'm entitled to my opinion and I'm going to state the truth and the facts always. Like, nah, Sean's a hater. That's exactly what that is. Not a good fit. What? I did all the work, all of it. I did all the wheelbarrowing, moved all the dirt. It's on camera. That's why I film. That's why when they're talking about making excuses, talking about, well, as long as we're working, what does that mean? Half of y'all were sitting around the whole time standing there. I was working the entire time. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be lying and twisting reality. Like, nah, bro, forget all that. I ain't worried about nothing y'all do or say. I'm gonna say the truth. I got it on camera, dude. That's what I'm saying. How would you say the guy's not a good fit who did all the work for you? See, people live a lie and live in lies. Like, he don't got money. What? Because you paying employees, right? Because you got to run a company. Like I said, they all got companies, and the companies just end up being expenses and expenditures for them. I'm gonna state the facts. If you tell me how you feel about me, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about you. You tell me some nonsense, that's crazy. I'm not a good fit, but I'm going to show you all these videos on the shorts. I work harder than anybody, and I get the job done perfectly. I'm a perfectionist. Okay. And yeah, that crew that he sent over there with like the five dudes that look like they from Sam Bennett out here, right? Who literally like, are you serious? Like that's crazy, son. Nobody, actual nobodies, and that's what they do. They dealing with legal trouble and problems, charges, and they send the riffraff every time to a job site, and then the riffraff don't know what they're doing, and they mess it all up, and then they sit there and go behind your back and make up lies and project and role reverse. You could tell by their demeanor when they always like walk in like with a hunchback slumped over, like yeah. Now I already know what y'all on. I ain't worried about that nonsense. I don't need your little fake corny job. How about that? That's why I work for myself. See, that's why I told you I build my own businesses. God is going to create opportunities for me. You making it like a big deal. It ain't no big deal to get my ID and my social. That ain't a big deal. It just requires a ride and picking a day to do it and having time to do it. But I'm going to speak my mind freely. I don't care how none of y'all feel about it. That's where y'all got me misconstrued. I'm not that dude. I'm a straight dude. I'm going to say the truth. And Sean's a hater. Like all of them, all them people that are in the positions in the companies, when they see me come through and talk to them, they feel phased because they know when they shake my hand, they shaking the hand of a real man. Yeah, bro, I could build a company like that in my sleep. That's the problem. Like I said, y'all got all this stuff handed to you. That's the truth. You know you did. You didn't work for it. All them folks is living off parents' money. It's common sense. So no, I'm gonna say the truth. I'm not gonna let nobody sit there and try to talk to me like I'm not who I am, bro. I run everything out here. I'm working every day. Just like y'all say I'm at work, right? You had a job off the strength of other people because they put you in that position. I'm out here working because of me. You understand? I built this. I could care less how you feel about it. I'm a CEO. Every dime, every little dollar I make on here, I make as an independent CEO that owns and runs his own company. You understand? Do you have that? When them folks say, oh, like, and they in charge of the company, or, oh, that's the boss, you could be a boss or whatever, but you didn't build these companies by yourself. I know that easily. Y'all got family, you got support systems, and that's the only reason that you're even in that position, right? And then they sit there and talk down, right? And you got to deal with all that fake landscaping nonsense and construction and all that whack stuff every day, and still ain't making no real money. And then you got to get out there and actually do it. That ain't no real living anybody real want to do. Oh, he's so cute. Meow, meow. I love cats. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say the truth. Like, I'm not worried about none of that, man. I'm not really interested in anything other than literally, honestly, what I can get. Like, how you gonna help me out? Other than that, I ain't hear nothing. That was the whole point this entire time. See, that's the problem. Like, nah, like the other dude and I are cool. I think he's a real friend, but I'm just saying, like, people be saying, weird, suspect things that don't make any sense. Like I just don't get it. It's a little weird behavior sometimes. But we'll see what happens. We make it do what it do, but I'm not going to ignore the facts. Whatever's said to me, I'm responding. I don't care if it's in person. I don't care if it's on here. I'm not going to sit here and let y'all lie. Yeah, I got the videos, bro, proving. I mean, I literally was doing lawns yesterday, did the whole project, the whole area perfectly. I mean, all the grass was perfect, literally. So how would you say, oh, it's not a good fit? It's not a good fit because, like I said, you're jealous and you see who I am. The minute you met me, you could feel my energy and it was too powerful. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. This is how reality works. I just talked to this lady over here about it. I told her, like, I can't even get through a day of work without them hating. You can't make a living because all they do is hate. That's my point. It's the same thing with these companies that want to do these interviews and all this stuff. Like, yeah, it's convenient for you, and to sit there and keep treating me and acting like I need something, or I'm a charity case because you're not letting me work. You got other people that I know that work for you, but you'll let them work, but you won't let me work. Why? Because I'm smarter than them. So because I can build companies and that I'll take everything over in 2 seconds, you don't want to give me an option to get on my feet. See the point? Yeah. That's why I don't compete with no one, because can't nobody compete with me. I already made it. I don't care what y'all do. I just want to make money. You feel me? Like, that's fine. That gives me more time to run my business. Not a good fit. That's the craziest thing I ever heard. What? Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, what the hell does that even mean, dude? You're sitting there desperate trying to get people to work for you. I don't think that you can choose who's a good fit. I think you're going to have to go ahead and settle with whatever you got. And when you got the best worker in existence, and I got proof on camera that I do the job right, like I said, how you going to stand on business of that and say, oh, it's not a good fit? So you don't like getting the job done perfectly the right way? Ask the other guy that was there. He was giving me the thumbs up. He said the lawns were perfect. Exactly. It don't make no sense. No, Sean's a hater. Crystal clear. That's another a narcissist. That's what that is. And that's what they do. They sit in them little company spots, and then they try to control everything and act passive aggressive, act like they're meek and mild, and really they're not. You feel me? I don't care. You handed me $100. I worked yesterday. I got my money. I got what I need right here in my hand for today. I'm all right. And I'm running my company and I'm running my business, and I'm a full-fledged celebrity that can call you out. So, like, what? I'm sure people know who he is out here. You have a landscaping business, right? Yeah, I can open my own landscaping business anytime I want. You know how many of these people down here are out here? All I need is someone with a vehicle. That's all I need. We could do our own landscaping, like what we need you for. Real talk. Like that's what I'm saying. When you can't get through one day of work and they won't let you make a living, how are you supposed to get by? How are you supposed to climb up? How are you supposed to build companies? It's been one day, bro. Them narcs won't even give you a chance. That's what they do. They talk down, right, and assume and false judge on purpose when they're the ones keeping you down. They won't let you make a living. See what I'm saying? That's like talking about like I don't know, like my pants yesterday because I'm wearing the only pair of pants I got, right? And they're all messed up. Now I got a brand new pair of pants on. I mean, we could have handled that before everything. You see my point? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, convenient. It's always the same. It's always the same. Like, and it ain't everybody, but yeah, no, that dude's a hater. Like, I don't care what you talking about. Not a good fit, but I'm gonna put up these videos that prove I did everything perfect and I work harder than anyone. Okay. Crazy, man. Folks don't want to get the job done. Like, I know the other guy was like, I mean, unless he's crazy and lying, one of them's lying because that's crazy, bro. I literally did everything. Like, what? Like, yeah. The other folks was using the weed, you know what, and I was doing the actual lawn, right? Common sense, you'll see the video. So that's the hard work. That's the hard part. And I was getting it done quick as hell perfectly. So how would you say it's not a good fit? That don't make no sense. I work harder than all your other workers combined. That's a fact. And I was doing the heavy part of the work. So I mean, that's like using me. You had me do the hard part of the work, which I don't have an issue with. Use me till you use me up, right? I love working. I work hard as hell. I'll work all day long and all night. Real talk. So that's my thing. People be acting like things are different or like you need them. I don't need any of you. I got my own business. You know what I mean? I already got you to help me and get me where I'm going. I don't need you. I don't need none of you. I'm gonna do my thing regardless. Feel me? That's crazy. That's literally crazy. Like what? You could have had me. See, I could have capitalized off that. I could have been making at least $100 a day working out there during the week. They only operate Monday through Friday. You got to understand that money that he pays the employees, that's not his money, right? That comes out of his business, but that's not really his money. Like that's what I'm saying. People that just run a business, it don't mean they're rich. Not at all. They end up going into debt. All their companies fail. That company will fail. I can guarantee it. So who cares? What's the point? It's all basic stuff. Even my friend said it right. He said the truth. He said, we can find you another job, I'm sure. I don't know, maybe with your connections, but when you when you me down here, it's pretty hard to get work. We're next to Mexico. It's not a mystery. Okay? That's reality. But I don't know about all that. They've never let me work anywhere here, but if you know someone and you have connections, then yeah, that might be a little bit different. But yeah, no, he's definitely on some jelly stuff. But that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I'm gonna say the dude, you don't want to use the guy when you're saying you need a crew and need to get these jobs done, and I'm the only one who can do it. I'm the only one who can do it. Them other dudes came in and messed up everything. They didn't even know what they was doing. I told them what to do, exactly the way that this Sean guy told me, and they came in and did it their way. That was them, and you sent them. He's who sent them. So that's what they do. They send their ringers, and then they mess it up on purpose so they can pretend. See, and then put the blame on their scapegoat. That's what you did. No, see, nothing gets by me, bro. I know what I'm talking about, homie. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I do this for real. I got life experience for real. I don't need nothing from nobody. I know what the hell I'm doing out here. Feel me? I'm not going to let you get away with lying. I don't care who you are. Not at all. So, yeah, like I said, we know what it is. Yeah, I'll just build my own landscaping company. I could do that in my sleep. And the fact is, when we get all our money, and it already told me this blessing's coming directly from God, so God is about to bless me for real in front of people like that. They got to work every day. I'm not going to have to work at all. I'm going to be Batman. So, that's my work. That's my job. But my whole point is, you still got to do all that nonsense. sucks for you. Like, you ain't making money. You got to make sure them projects right, and then you'll get a little bit. But that's it. You know what I mean? You get paid per job, and then you got to pay all them employees. Like, yeah, no, you don't want to see anybody come up and make it. You feel me? That's the thing. You can use a business and a company like that and come up off of them. You can use a job and come up off of them, but to make that like your whole living, nah, people are too jelly, man. They're not gonna let you do it. If you're really a hard worker like me and you're doing things right, can we take any longer? When you're doing things right, sitting here in tall grass and they act like they can't think. Yeah, there's snakes out here and everything. Like I said, folks is funny, man. I'm a grown man, bro. I have to let y'all slide with this lion stuff. Hell no. Yeah, miss me with that. Not a good fit. Ah, yeah, right. Like, no wonder y'all's companies fail. That's what I'm saying. They did the same thing in Austin. I went and applied at these corporate offices. I'm not in my feelings about nothing. I'm glad y'all do this stuff. It's corny and it puts me in a better position. It proves that you're whack and all y'all poor. All them companies fail. The Austin companies all fail. What? And they're scared to even do business out there because of a couple of people. That's crazy. That's sad. How you gonna be scared to run your business? What? They need Batman. So yeah, I don't care what people tell themselves or what they say. It's always delusion. It's always the opposite of reality. See, you work hard as hell, and because he sent all the riffraff over there that doesn't work, they just stand there and they pretend they're working, right? And act like they know things you don't when they just saying the same thing I just told you to do, right? That's what they do. That's what they do down here. Well, they got legal troubles and probably got to pay for their probation and nonsense and a bunch of nobodies. That's what every job site has. Most job sites have a bunch of addicts. That's what that is. Oh, you wasn't that, so you don't fit in. That's what it is. Say the truth. Yeah, I'm not gonna let nobody get away with lying. I'm a voice out here. I'm a public figure, and my name carried weight now. It's just like it always did. But now on this stuff, so I'm gonna call you out. Yeah, that's fake as hell. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna put the videos. The one video is already up there. I mean, you can see how huge I am. I don't know what you're talking about. This little guy's the strongest out here. Yeah, right. Ha! You have no idea who you're talking to. That's crazy, bro. I'm the strongest man in the world. What? Literally. And prove it. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was asking you to film like one video. Like, that's all I was asked. Like, that's a big deal. Like, oh, we got to work. You're standing there. You're not working. What are you talking about? Been working the entire time. Like, that's what I'm saying. People just use fake rhetoric and dialogue to paint a picture that doesn't exist and they expect you to put up with it and sit there and not be quiet about it. Hell nah. I don't care what y'all talking about at all. Like, no, bro. But yeah, the friend tomorrow, he want me to go to church with him. We'll see, maybe. I'm about me. I'm about gaining. If I'm gonna gain something out of it, cool. I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't got to go to church to talk to God, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's the point. I don't. But yeah, like I said, when you got folks around like that jelly and can't let someone just make a living, we just started, dude. Are you serious right now? Like, that's what I'm talking about. They don't want to see you come up. Feel me? That's the world. So, like I said, when y'all work these jobs, right, it means that you don't represent a you know what. It means you're nobody. It means you don't have any power or intellect and you're not intelligent. That's why y'all stuck at these jobs and they let you keep working. That's the truth. Because if you was about something, I mean, they would end up doing the same thing. They're going to sit there and be jelly. They're not going to let you work. Feel me? That's what they did everywhere. I had folks in the shelter in Minneapolis mad because I was making more than them. And they didn't get, I was sitting on like I already had everything figured out. What are you talking about? Bro, I always have it figured out. I'm getting it figured out now by myself. Like, what? That's the truth. I'm doing this by myself, man. I'm building all this, getting it all going. I've been running this for 3 years. I invested thousands of dollars into this business. I invested more money into this business than I bet you he did into that business. So what do you mean? Because I knew it was going to work, and it does. And it gets the truth said and gets the truth out there. So it is what it is, man. Now I'm gonna call all y'all out. Everyone, I'm gonna start calling out by name. Y'all want to say these fake, disparaging things and put negativity projecting that applies to you and say it towards me. I'm gonna call you out on it and prove it's not true. You're talking about you, so you must be broke. That's what that is. See, I understand how reality works. That's what these folks don't get, but it's all good because everybody's starting to figure it out. I'm a lot swifter and smarter than all y'all combined. Real talk. Yeah, no, any job I do it perfectly. I get the job done and I work. I didn't even take a break other than a lunch break. I work hard as hell, bro. Are you serious? Practically built the labor market in Austin. I worked in half the warehouses and was the best in everything. Don't sit here and pretend with me. Feel me? So yeah, no, I'm all right. Yeah, that's what they do. I'm telling you. It's just like if you ain't from here, they sit there and they act jelly and then they click up. I'm tired of it. But I don't care because I already got my little money. I got what I need today. I'm about to chill for a minute and I'm going to keep on running this business and focusing on what we doing here. This is what matters. God is he's going to provide the budget and the finances. Don't you worry. He's going to bless me, Christina, and I beyond belief. He's going to give us the millions of dollars. And she's already negotiated it. It's guaranteed. I don't know what y'all are talking about. All right, over 18.1 million. Be back in a minute.